Hello all my nursery friends, welcome back to a new nursery video for today. For today's video we are going to be talking about something very special that I think we've spoken about in our videos a few times before. And that special thing is a feeling that we get right on our chest. Now what's right under our chest, do we know? It is our heart, and our heart produces what? It produces so much love. So for today's video, we are going to be talking all about love, and specifically about how much love God has for us and how much love we have for God as well. Okay, my friends, so the first thing that we are going to do today is we are going to say a poem together. Now, we haven't done a poem in a few videos, so I figured I would throw one into this one. If we don't remember, a poem is kind of like a song, but instead of singing the lyrics or the words, we are just going to be speaking them out loud. So I am going to say the poem once on my own, and then for the second time, you can also say the poem, if you can, with me as well. You can try your best. So our poem today is called God's Love. Remember, our love is so wonderful. So I'm going to get started. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, so wonderful. His love is so high, you can't go over it. Oh, so wonderful. His love is so deep, you can't go under it. Oh, so wonderful. God's love is so wide, you can't get around it. Oh, so wonderful. God's love is just so wonderful. And my friends, that is our poem. It is short and sweet, so we are going to say it one more time, okay? So try and sing along with me, or say along with me if you can. If you can't, try and do the actions with me as well. So let's get started one more time. Are we ready? God's love is so wonderful. What's next? Oh, so wonderful. God's love is so high in the sky that you can't go over it. God's love is so deep below in the ocean that you can't go under it. Oh, so wonderful. And God's love is so wide that you cannot go around it. Oh, so wonderful. God's love is just so wonderful. Amazing job, my friends. I loved how you tried to do the actions with me and try to say the poem as well. So my friends, our poem spoke all about the ways how God loves us so very much and how it is so very wonderful. And so I just want to talk about love for a second with you, and really, like, what is love and what is the feeling and why does God have so much love for us? So love is a deep feeling that you feel in your heart when you are dearly connected to someone and committed to someone. So why is God so committed and connected to us? And why does He show so much love to us? It is because God made every one of us. And that is why He shows so much love to us. And it is why we all feel so connected to Him as well in our hearts. And why we want to show as much love to Him as we possibly can. So my friends, we now know how much God loves us. But how can we show Him how much we love Him as well? Well, we are going to do an art activity specifically for God, to show Him how much we love Him and how big our hearts are filled with Him every single day. So, the materials that we will be needing are very simple for today, and they're going to be recycled materials, which is really good as well. So the first thing that we're going to be needing is just any old piece of newspaper. We are also going to be needing some paint. I picked the color red and the color orange for today. We are going to need any type of paintbrush. Any type of paintbrush, doesn't matter if it is a flat brush or if it is a sponge brush, or honestly if it's your fingers, your hands, you can do finger painting as well. That's always really fun. And then the last thing that we are going to need are, here they are some scissors. So for this activity, it's some really simple cutting. So you'll probably be able to do it. Maybe the older ones will be able to do it. The younger ones probably will need some support from their family, but we're going to do a tiny bit of cutting for our activity today. So what is our craft that we're going to be doing today? Our craft is going to be a very large heart. We are going to put a bunch of paint in it. We're going to squish our heart together. We're going to reopen our heart, and it is going to show paint splattered all over our heart in all our favorite colors. And once it is dry, we're going to be able to take our heart, we're going to be able to put it in our windows so that God can look down from the clouds and he can see your big beautiful hearts in the windows, and he can really see how much you love him. So for step one, all I'm going to do is I am going to take a sheet of my newspaper. I am going to fold it in half, just like this. We have some comics showing. And once it is in half, I'm going to move to step two. And step two is I am going to take my scissors. Again, if you're on the younger side of our nursery friends, I would get your mom or your dad to help you cut. If you're a little older, maybe you can do it yourself with some scissors. We are going to take our scissors, and all we're going to do is kind of cut a round shape at the top. It's going to be like a half heart shape. So round, and then once we start getting to the bottom, we're going to cut it down almost into like a triangle. So now I've cut my newspaper, and I can open it, and it will reveal a beautiful, beautiful big heart, just like this. So once you have your heart cut, we're going to move to step three. For step three is the fun part. We are going to take our paint and our paintbrushes, and we are going to put the paint all over one side of our heart. Just paint however you'd like freely. Just put a bunch of paint on there, and then we'll come back for step four. Okay friends, I have my painted heart. As you can see, I went a bit wild with the paint. Doesn't have to be perfect, because for step four, all we're gonna do is we're going to take our heart and we are going to fold it in half. So fold it on the painted side just like this, and you're gonna squish it. Squish all the paint. Make sure it doesn't come out the sides, but if it does, that's okay. We're gonna squish, 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 and what this is doing is it is spreading the paint all the way around your heart, so it'll get everywhere, and the colors will mix together and make very beautiful colors. So now that I have squished my heart together, we're going to move to step five, and this is our final step. And for step five, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tips of my heart, and I am going to open my heart, and here is my beautiful heart for God. I have some orange and some red, and it's mixed together. It looks really interesting. It's dripping a little bit though, because I have to put it down flat to dry. So my friends, once you have completed all these steps and your heart is completely dry, you can take your heart, your love for God, you can put it in your window, or you can put it on your fridge, or you can frame it in your room, or you can give it to your mom or your dad or your brother, and you can tell them about how much you love God, how much God loves you, and how very wonderful all of that is. My friends, I hope you like this very quick and simple art and poem video. A little bit quick for the hot days. It's a bit hot in here to make a video. But I hope you're all doing well. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday. I will see you again next week for a new video, a bit longer of a video, maybe a bit different of an art activity. We'll see where that video takes us. Okay, my friends, I'm going to say goodbye right now because I am rambling. Goodbye, my friends. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your Sunday.